serious force, and that's what I felt. The thoughts were in various directions.
Were pulling in different directions.
Absolutely.
I remember you gave an interview where you gave an instance of, I think you were playing against Sharjah and Pakistan, and you sent Robin Singh at number 4, and he got out first ball, and then you faced flack for it. And the next time you played him, he did great. So
yeah, we were playing. I think we were playing West Indies, and there was I think there was a leg spinner who was bowling in the rough.
Okay, it was West Indies, not Pakistan.
And to change the length, the line and length, I sent a left-hander who could, and Robin is actually quite good at playing that big slog sweep. And I thought, Robin is a balanced guy, and obviously with a lot of experience, and he's a composed guy. So I felt that he was the right person to go in at that time. But I mean, in cricket is a game of uncertainties. You don't know what's coming next. And Robin unfortunately got out in that game. But exactly a week later, I think it was Azhar who was captaining that series in Bangladesh, and we were playing against Pakistan, and he promoted Robin Singh, and Robin scored brilliant 85-90 runs and won us that game.
So you can never say.
It's about chances. As long as the ideas are correct, that's fine. I mean, there are going to be failures. I mean, it doesn't mean that take a certain decision and 100 out of 100 times you're going to be successful. No, it's not possible. Sometimes there are going to be failures, but it doesn't matter as long as the decision and the effort is right.
That's the crown of thorns that a captain has to wear.
Well, that's fine. I mean, it's a package deal, as I said earlier. There are ups and downs.
Yeah.
And sometimes they work, sometimes they don't.
Dhoni as captain, remarkable.
Very good. I think he's got balanced head on and off the field, I would say. And I think he's got a.
And he's aggressive as well. He does.
I mean, his situational awareness is very good, and that's the quality which I noticed quite early in him. And way back, I was sharing. I mean, not long chats, but brief ones. But in that, I could pick that this guy's situational awareness is very good.
Right.
And
you have little chats to discuss strategy.
We would chat on various things. And I think he's terrific.
He's been great. So let me ask you. You said after you reached 12,000, you said that you'd like to turn stones into milestones. What are the stones you made?
No, I mean, I think I feel, not only me but a lot of guys feel that there is not enough respect shown to the players who've had major contribution, and that is extremely important.
That's a very serious thing you're saying. You feel that the senior players are not given enough respect.
I think there should be some respect shown, and it doesn't happen in any other country. I feel it's extremely important that you show respect. I'm not saying that you cannot criticize them, but you got to figure out in which direction you want to go in.
Right.
And then if it's a constructive criticism, that's fine. But
all this kind of speculation about so and so should retire, so and so should quit. That's really
I think that is important. I think that is important, where you give respect to not only to senior players but generally to all the players. Now, it's not only about seniors. The team has senior players, the guys who've been around for 9-10 years, and the guys who've just started playing. So there are 3 different batches.
No, that's true. But I think it's
everyone
particularly
deserves equal respect.
But I think it's particularly true of the few of you who, as I said, have proven themselves time and again, and to have this constant speculation. When is Anil Kumble retiring? When is Saurav retiring? When is Sachin retiring? You're saying that after a while becomes upsetting,
I think it's an opinion. Everyone will have their own ideas, but that's fine. But you still got to, with those ideas, I think you still got to show some respect for somebody who's been around playing for India.
Yes.
And then trying his best.
Sachin, you're normally very, very composed. You never lose your temper. You never get upset, no matter what people say. But I think there were a few instances which upset you. I think one of them was with Greg Chappell when he questioned your fitness, and I think you got really upset with that. Were those few moments which you count as stones when you talk of stones and milestones?
No, I think as I said earlier, there have been various occasions. There have been ups and downs, and
yes,
the journey will never be smooth. If it's for 19 years, it's never going to be a smooth journey. There are going to be hiccups here and there, but that's all fine. I mean, it is all part and parcel of any sportsman's career.
Were individual instances, Greg Chappell questioning your commitment? You actually came out and publicly rebutted that at the press conference.
All I said was nobody has asked me about my commitment. I've been around even before Greg Chappell came. I was there for 16 years.
Yes.
I was not around for 16 months.
Yes.
So, I wouldn't have, if my commitment was not there, I wouldn't have survived for 16 years. That's all I said.
And you came out and said that very clearly.
Yeah, I mean, this is not giving disrespect to anyone, but it's just also I'm allowed to opine myself.
That's true, which is very rare. But Sachin, at that time, did you feel that it was more the injuries than anything else which was slowing you down? Or do you feel that you've now crossed the bridge with the injuries?
I think if somebody is going to play 400 plus one days and 150 plus test matches, there are going to be injuries. And every day you go out there and give your best, and you are ready to push yourself to the limit every day.
Yes.
In 19 years, with all this traveling and playing, there would be some injuries, and I don't think that there is anything wrong in that. I'm getting injured only because I'm trying hard enough.
Right.
I can always sit back in comfort zone and play within the limits where I don't push myself and don't get injured.
Right.
In no means I'm trying to say that the others are not pushing themselves, but each body is different. And then there are some bodies which maybe get injured more.
Much more. Tell me, every time there's a slight patch where you're having a rough time, like in the Sri Lanka series, for instance, and again the usual critics start and all of that. What do you make of that? What happened in Sri Lanka, for instance? Did you feel it was just a run of bad form? Or?
It's just one of those things where I felt I was batting well, but I was just getting out. And that can happen.
That can happen to anybody.
It can happen. It can happen. It was not that I was struggling against a particular delivery or a particular bowler. I was just getting out. I was batting well and I was getting out early.
Right.
I was middling the ball well. Everything was fine. There was no technical flaw as such, but I was just getting out.
And is that the same thing that happened in the World Cup as well? You felt that it was just one of those things where you were...
World Cup, the first match I got out early. The second match I scored runs, and the third match I got out early. We basically just got three chances.
Three shots, that's right.
It wasn't a great World Cup for us. I mean, there's something which we all would want to forget because it wasn't a great experience for us. Those few days in between were extremely difficult. Extremely difficult. Not physically, but mentally to deal with. Because every individual's dream is to bring the cup back home.
Yes.
And we dream of all those things. That is the ultimate achievement, and that's the best thing you can bring back for the countrymen. And we wanted to do that.
And there to be in the middle of it.
It's a big disappointment.
Was that, would you say, Sachin, the worst period of your career? Was that the worst moment when you felt the most depressed?
Yeah, I was extremely disappointed.
That was?
It was very, very difficult to deal with.
And those long walks back, I think you've also said were probably the hardest.
Yeah, I mean, you always go out to do well. You always want to score 100, win a match and come back. When that doesn't happen, particularly when the whole nation was watching you, and at that time, in a World Cup, we were not able to produce that performance expected from us.
It was tough.
It's a big disappointment.
Anyway, I'm sure you can bury the ghost in the next World Cup. I know you're dying to go out and prove some scores. Thanks very much indeed for doing this.
Thank you very much.
Thanks very much indeed.
Pleasure to be here.